We are live, episode 9 of the Basement Show. Yo, I'm underground here with Mardi Morillo. That does all rhyme. How you doing today, sir?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. I've had a couple technical issues. Hopefully we get some sound out there on Facebook now. Appreciate you being patient with us.
No, that's no problem. Happens.
I know that you've been doing a podcast tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did a podcast with
Definitely
JMS
show. Podcast, yeah. And then now this one, and yeah. It's a cool place.
And, just a couple of days ago, was it 2 days ago that you released?
Yeah, yesterday, Friday.
Friday.
7/7. So it's all on Spotify now and iTunes or SoundCloud or wherever you guys want to listen to it.
Yeah, so Marty just released Love Stories. It's an EP. And as he mentioned, you can find it any major streaming. And also
or on my website too, yeah.
On his website as well. And that's mardymorillo.com.
Yep.
So we're just going to get right into some of the tracks off of Love Stories. What would you like to play first?
This first song's called Searching. So hope you guys like it. Feel sick inside. I'm searching for a cure that I can't find. 3 months, 5 days, I'm wishing I could just see your face, but I can't find something new. All I ever do is search for you. Can I find what I found in you? Can I find what I found in you? Did you become? I didn't recognize who and how long. What is love? Just some mirage, something that you see and then it's gone. Is there hope for lost? Keep searching for another star. Can I find what I found in you? Can I find what I found in you?
All right.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Sound
Great.
okay, you think?
Yeah, I think the audio's up now, so
Oh, yeah, awesome.
we fixed that problem, thankfully. I want to talk to you a little bit about the title of the EP,
Yeah.
Love Stories.
Yeah.
I felt like I was kind of fooled in a way.
Mm.
I was going into this thinking I was gonna get these stories of love, but in a way it felt kind of like almost I want to say breakup songs. Am I wrong in saying that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I meant love. I think about love kind of differently, I guess, than most people, because I think about love as not being like romantic love necessarily. I think about just a general thing about how we need people and connection in our life with other people.
Right.
So I think that's love in a broad sense, and that's why I like my songs to be kind of just that sense of longing. That like there's a song called "If I Had You in My Life," and that's a song about that you want somebody like that would complete you or whatever that you felt great about, and that could
Right.
be a friend or it could be your sibling or your parent even. And yeah, this song, yeah, it feels like a breakup song, but I write my songs in such a general way that I think people can interpret it in different ways.
Right.
So, but I don't want to just have it be about romantic love, and you could think about it as a breakup, but this could be like, even it's weird about that song I just played, Searching. It's about losing somebody, right, and wondering if you'll ever find that again, right?
Yeah.
But I mean that in a general sense, because even me, it was weird. Like I wrote that song, it wasn't really something personal. It was just kind of I found a cool chord that thing. I found that cool chord, and then I'm like, oh, I like that. Sounds cool. Write a
Yep.
song about it. And to me, that chord sounds like searching. It sounds like longing. You want something, and I thought of like, oh, maybe like you want something that you lost, And but I think in a general sense, it's weird because I had a time in my life after I wrote that song where I thought I might lose like touch with one of my friends or something like that, and I kind of that chorus hit me because it says, "Can I find what I found in you?" And it wasn't even like I wasn't in a relationship or anything, but it was just like a close friend, and I thought I might lose touch with them, and I was like, it really hurt, And the chorus hit me one time when I was playing it live and I was dealing with that stuff, and I almost started like crying after the fact, even though the song isn't really personal to me, because I kind of experienced it as a listener might, just
Yeah.
hearing that chorus hit them, So it was kind of cool to retroactively kind of find meaning in a song that was kind of more writerly craft thing, If that makes sense. I don't know,
Yeah, that's really cool to hear. I think
Yeah.
definitely it is up for interpretation of
I
how
try.
the listener takes it in. And that's really a good element to have in music. I know emotionally, even Tyler, Tyler number 2, the sound Tyler,
Yeah.
and myself were saying like, you find yourself getting emotional listening to a lot of your.
Long way to go. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's a hard video. Like it's kind of it's a song about like everyone come together and kind of be one thing, but like to also show like we have a long way to go. That's also part of that song.
True.
Like that kind of you have to hold those two things together. Like that it sucks. Life sucks. It's a really tragic kind of world we live in a lot of times, but we can find some good in it if we actually just work together a bit and not just kind of stop just kind of yelling at each other,
Yeah.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Any other songs in particular that you'd like to play next, or maybe?
Well, we might want we kind of queued that up.
Yeah.
So
I think that'd be a good one to go
yeah,
to.
that'd be cool. So this is called "Long Way to Go." This is not on the EP.
Yeah, not on the EP,
but it's a song that means a lot to me, and I wrote it after there was a shooting in like South Carolina, and it was in like a predominantly black church. And the thing that kind of really hit me was that it was just a white kid, like 20s. He shot up a black church, and I couldn't believe that stuff's still happening. You think that's a relic of our past, but it isn't. It's still possible now. But the thing that was amazing to me, the thing that really made me want to write the song is like the victims of the family and stuff, they forgave him. And I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but it shows that level of human compassion that I think we don't really have all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
We're so busy hating on each other that I think that compassion is what's going to take us out of this dark place. So that's what this song's about. It's called "A Long Way to Go." got a long way to go. It's been a long, long road with a promise to keep and tears to weep. It's been a long, long road. We got a long way to go, and I don't know why. No, I don't know why. Why can't we just pray together, be together, live together, love forever, pray together, be together, live together, love forever. We got a long way to go. Feel the poison souls. We feel a brainwashed boy lose hate in our hearts. But I know someday that you and I will pray together. Be together, live together, love forever, pray together, be together, live together, love forever. Just pray together and be together, live together, love whoever.
All right.
Thanks. Sorry to bring the house down.
Right.
In a bad way.
The emotion's going. That was great.
Thanks, man.
And there's a YouTube video up for that song as well. You can
Yeah.
check out.
Yeah, I found all these clips online, just horrible things that have happened in history, kind of in American history and otherwise sometimes, and just how tough life has been for minority groups, and just how it's been a struggle for us and just everybody, and and how we can come through it maybe, and it's yeah, I don't know. Hopefully people respond to it.
I think it's a good message. It's definitely more uplifting
Yeah.
of a perspective than anything.
Definitely, yeah.
All right. So I'd like to get into some more songs. I know you have to get out of here
Sure.
soon, but I'd like to get into some more off of Love Stories because I feel
Cool.
like that is the project of the moment. And again, if you guys didn't catch the beginning of the episode, Marty's going to have a release party on the 22nd of July, and that's going to be at Forager downtown,
Yeah.
Sofa District,
420 South First Street, Forager.
420 South.
8 o'clock, 7:22, Saturday.
So I definitely recommend you guys go check that out.
I'll be playing with a full band that night too, and we'll have Israel Sanchez there, who's also been a guest of yours, and Drew Story is another singer-songwriter. He's also my bass player, but he's also a songwriter.
Yeah.
It'll be a good night.
Awesome. Yeah,
Free show too, so free music, good place, cool eats,
Hell yeah.
So you want to play another song?
Yeah. That'd be great.
Cool. This is called 3rd December. Last time I saw you, I was drunk on the floor. The 3rd of December, my birthday
All right, that was 3rd of December.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite tracks off the EP.
Oh, thanks, man.
And this is the first song on the EP.
It is the first song, yeah. Definitely.
So I also want to talk to you a little bit about what got you started in music and kind of where you found that inspiration to begin doing this. I know that you had some difficulties with your vision. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it was weird. I used to work in IT. I was a CIO of a medical billing company, and that was fine. I made good income and everything. But I was just really stressed out all the time. I would get these headaches, and I've kind of been always a person who gets kind of chronic headaches. But I never did anything about it. I would just pop Tylenol and just try to medicate yourself through it. And you should never do that. You should really check it out all the time if you have a headache or whatever, consistent chronic headaches. Because I didn't, and eventually I let it kind of linger. And it got worse and worse where the Tylenol it was barely masking the pain. So I went to the doctor, and it turned out that I had glaucoma, and the optic nerve had already died, basically. And I lost vision in my right eye. And that just caused me really to reevaluate things in my life that, it made me realize, what's important and, the career, the job, kind of the status of having a good title and stuff like that. I kind of stopped chasing that, and I quit my job, and I decided to just do something creative, something I enjoyed. I didn't come up with music first, but eventually I got into writing songs. I picked up a guitar because my nephew played guitar, and he showed me a little bit. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I just learned one song, a John Mayer song. It's called "Stop This Train," and eventually I started writing my own songs, and it brought me to things like this and doing shows for people. And it's pretty amazing. You never know what's gonna happen, because I had no intention of writing a song. I had no intention of playing shows or any the stuff that's happened. But I knew when I wrote that first song that I knew that there was some kind of magic in it, because I knew I told myself God, if somebody else was singing this, I would buy it. So that's all I've been trying to do, is to get these songs to a point where even I would buy it. So it's always been the hardest struggle, because I'm very critical about all this stuff that I do, but I also love it so much that I just kind of let it be what it is, and try to put it out there. So.
Yeah, it's a super inspirational story.
Thanks,
and I
man.
think we all are our own biggest critics, so that does make sense that you'd want to make something that you're happy and proud of, and want to listen to yourself.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Out of curiosity, do you think that losing part of that vision heightens some of your
like Daredevil?
It's like a Daredevil type thing, no?
I've always wondered that, and because people have told me that I have good hearing or something. I don't know if that's true or whatever. Maybe I have better, but I don't feel like there's so many better musicians than me, so I can't even say that. Oh yeah, I have great hearing or great ear, but I don't know. I know I feel like I know what a catchy good song is. Maybe that's what I know. I don't know if the vision helped that or whatever, but and to be honest, I haven't said this much, but I think when I picked up a guitar, part of it was just knowing that I could play something, and I could hear it with close. You get Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder, these people who are just these legends, and they don't see, and so you don't need to see to play music.
Yeah.
And that was something I always thought of, maybe in the back of my mind, that I wasn't very conscious of. But it's probably why I started playing music, because it was something you could make and something you could do with your eyes closed,
right?
And just feel the music, So it was kind of funny. The first song I wrote, I couldn't play that live. I couldn't play it standing up. I couldn't play it without looking at the fretboard when I first started. But now I can kind of just zone out and just play it,
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Even though I still mess up on it, but it is what it is.
Awesome, man. Hey, well,
Thanks.
that's really inspiring. Just an awesome story.
Hopefully I'm not bringing this whole down. I get very emotional about what I do.
No, not at all. I'm just more interested, in the backstory of
Totally.
what gets people
Getting what
to
they're
commit
doing.
into doing this.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's a crazy decision to I'm going to do something creative.
Yeah.
I still think you're like Daredevil, though.
Matt Murdock.
Oh, yeah.
2 M's, by the way. So maybe.
You guys share initials.
Exactly. Yeah. Has that alliteration thing going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Mardi Morillo, Matt Murdock. Are we
Maybe
the
that should
same?
be your next album cover.
Yeah,
It's like
Daredevil.
a Daredevil outfit on Marty.
That would not work. Yeah. It's too tight. Need to lose some weight for that.
Not at all, not at all. All right, I know you got to hit the road. We had a little technical issues in the beginning here, but I'd like to get at least maybe two more songs. How you feeling?
Yeah, I can play out like 2 more songs. Is that cool?
Yeah, that'd be
Cool.
great.
All right, this is another song on off the EP. This is actually the first song I wrote, If I Had You in My Life. And I think Tyler likes this too.
I do.
I do.
2 Tylers, right?
Both of them.
2 squared. Tyler squared. Still mess up. Let me say one thing. Like, don't be afraid of messing up, because I still mess up every day. If anyone out there is like, oh, you know,
That's what this
it's.
is all about.
And I just want to tell people, like, just do it. Just do whatever you want to do. Because I'm like 36, and I'm too old to be in this game, to starting out like this. But like, I don't care. You know, I want to tell people, just do what you want to do. And even if you screw up, just keep going. You know. So
Yeah, you know, failure. Just not to cut you off, but
No.
failure is a huge part of
definitely,
reaching
that's how you learn.
success,
How do you
know,
learn
that's-
without failing? You know.
And
Babies don't just start walking. You know, like they fall a bunch of times.
It's true.
You know. So, all right, let's call it If I Had You in My Life. See the ocean tides rise and fall inside your eyes. I wish this day could last all night, and that we had our life. Just to hold each other's hands, and to know you understand. If I had you in my life, then I know you would be alright. Then I know you would be alright. The way you laugh at my mistakes, you call me silly like it's my name. Play the fool for you, it's alright. Just to know what made you smile. Just to hold each other's hands, and to know you understand. If I had you in my life, then I know you would all be alright. Then I know you would all be alright. Don't you wait around for me. Gotta live your life be free. I'm not gonna be ball and chain. I just need you to stay. So your plane takes off to fly. I guess we're running out of time, but I got so much left inside. Please just say it ain't goodbye. Just to hold each other's hands, and to know you understand. If I had you in my life, I guess this has to be goodbye. I guess this has to be goodbye. I guess this has to be goodbye. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna sing maybe one more song. This is a new song I just wrote, and it's not on the EP, but I like to play it. So it's called Wild Over You. Please come out to the show, Foragers, 722, 8 o'clock. It's gonna be a free show. Israel Sanchez, me, and Drew Story. It's called Wild Over You. You drive me insane in a good way. I just lose my brain when I see your face, and I can't explain why I feel this way. You make my heart race. I can't help myself when I see you. I go mad. I go mad. You're the life that I like, the life I've never lived. Oh, oh, I go wild over you. Oh, I go wild over you. Do you feel the same? I ask myself, wonder if you care for me. How can I know what's in your mind? Is this fun and games? I can't help myself when I see you. I go mad. I go mad. You're the life that I like, the life I've never lived. Oh, oh, I go wild over you. Oh, I go wild over you. Do you feel the same? I ask myself, wonder if you care for me. How can I know what's in your mind? Is this fun and games? I can't help myself when I see you. I go mad. I go mad. You're the life that I like, the life I've never had. Oh, oh, I go wild over you. 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 I found happiness if I could spend my life with you. I found happiness if I could spend my life with you. I found happiness if I could spend my life with you. I found happiness if I could spend my life with you. I found happiness if I could spend my life with you. Thanks, guys.
All right, I think that's probably a good resting spot, huh?
Huh, it's up to you. I don't know.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I just want to also shout out to my band who's going to be playing with me on the Forager. Will Lineberry on percussion. He's like the first guy I met at open mics, and he always believed in these songs and like believed in me, so I appreciate that. Drew Story on bass. He's gonna be awesome, and he's always, I don't know, it's weird, like we just always synced up. And Andrew Pereira, he's on lead guitar, and he lights these songs on fire to me. I feel like he brings a lot of energy, so I really appreciate those guys playing with me. I try to get them over here, but scheduling and stuff like that.
Time.
But
Yeah.
another time, we'll be back.
We'll have to have you come back down with
Definitely.
the full band. And
We're
Definitely.
expanding. We can handle you now.
I know. I saw that mixing board. It's crazy.
yeah,
So many inputs.
we're
Yeah.
scaling up to get the full bands in here.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We appreciate you being
No
an
problem.
early adopter of the Basement Show, yo. And again, I want to thank you for being super patient with us. I know
No,
it
it's
took
cool.
a little while to set up this
Happens.
morning, but it happens. Technical things. We're still learning. So thanks again to Marty.
Thank you.
Go check out Love Stories, you guys. It's up now on Spotify, Apple Music,
Everything. Pretty
everything. His
And go on my
website
website,
is
yeah.
probably a great place to
MardiMorillo.com.
just find all the information you need to know about Marty. Upcoming show again, release party.
Yep.
22nd of July at the Forager.
Free show. Join us.
Anything else you want to shout
good.
out there, Marty?
I'm good. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks again. This has been The Basement Show, yo, episode 9, Underground.
Woo!
We out.